Hey there, it's Brittany, and I'm back with the May Magical Mystery Bead Box from Jesse James Beads, and we're going to do a tutorial using it, so I'm super excited about that. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be cute. It's called the Sweets Shop. Adorable. I have not been spoiled on this yet, so let's see what's in here. They have contest in their secret stash group, so join that if you're not a member already. Oh, this is super duper cute. Cherry on top. It's gonna say findings, I guess. Oh, okay, so we've got little earring findings or little charms. I guess they could be for a necklace. Then we've got cherries. It's so funny because cherries were in when I was in high school at like the end of the 90s, beginning of the 2000s, and I did not like them back then. I thought they were kind of silly looking, but they're cute now. I really like how strawberries look a little bit more than cherries, but cherries are cute. Like, this is cute. This is actually really cute. So I think we're gonna make a pair of earrings using these today for sure. I think just like that with maybe a bead that we see later in the box would be really cute. Yeah, we're gonna make some earrings. That's adorable. Or you could put it up here. We'll see what else is in the box, but we're definitely gonna make a pair of earrings. At least four bead mixes going on in here, and they're pastels. So let's see. We've got pistachio. I don't know what that word is. I've literally never seen that word. At first I thought it said daiquiri, but that's not what it says. So I'll have to look that up later. But look at these, are like little bows or little dog bones. Those are cute, little pretty mint color. I'm gonna get my light back in there. Sorry, my hands, I have paint all over them as per usual. And then either these are cat's eye or selenite, but they're super cool. I love those. Look, don't they look like they glow? Oh my goodness, we've got some little flowers. And when I say oh my goodness like that, that's how I talk to Goldie. So like it just equates to me thinking something's really cute. Those little flowers are adorable. Okay, love this, the cat's eye or selenite, whichever one that is. And I love these little flowers. And then we've got some little, oh my gosh, I know the word for those, but I don't, it's not coming down my brain right now, but they're little top drilled, crystals. Then we've got a crystal rondelle with a coating, and then a cute little metal spacer, daisy. Love that mix. I just really love that bead and the little flowers. Those are so cool. Then we have strawberry shortcake, which I want some strawberry shortcake right now. Let's see what's in here. I am loving these little glass donuts. Those are so cool. I would love to see them like just stacked one on top of each other. We've got some twisted oval faceted crystals. Beautiful pink with beautiful AB on it. I'm going to leave a link to the Magical Mystery Bead Box on JGB's website. That's an affiliate link. It's going to be in the description. I don't know if this one's like available still, but if it is, I'll leave a link to that, and then I'll leave a link to subscribe to, so you can get this box every month. Table cut little peach crystals with an AB. And then we've got like a crackle glass that's dyed. I think it's crackle glass that's dyed. I don't think it's agate, but I could be wrong. And then we've got a cute little pink crystal. Love that. Cute little mix. Love those donuts. Next, we have wild berry pie. I don't think I've ever had wild berry pie, but it sounds delicious. Cute little pale purple mix. Lots of crystals in these mixes. We've got some rounds. Beautiful pale purple. Some pale blue. Are these octagons? I think so. With an AB on them. Those are really cool. I haven't seen that shape cut in that way before, because usually it's like if you see something like this shape, it's top to bottom that way instead of top to bottom this way. So that's pretty cool. We've got some dyed purple drops. I was gonna say, I don't really know how to explain to you that I know that it's dyed. It's just, I know that it's dyed, but you can kind of just tell by the coating on it. Some more flat crystals, but flat in a different way. And these are just opaque, like translucent white, I should say. We've got some silver tone bead caps. Some more of those table cut beads, but I don't think it's the exact same shape. This one's more diamond shape. The other one, well, maybe. I can't tell if they're the same shape or not, but it's really cool color. Some purple rondelles. Love those, and I think that's it for that mix. A little bit more basic than the other two, but still pretty. And then the last, well, one of the last mixes is this lemon chiffon. Okay, love these. I dropped one on the floor because of course I did. Love those. Those are matte and shiny. Some quatrefoils in white. These are really, really pretty. One of my favorite bead shapes. Ooh, this is really pretty. Nice barrels, super faceted. We've got some yellow frosted glass and some bead, spacer beads. So cute little mix. This one I did have to open up the top because these crystals were a little big to go through the opening, but that's okay. Next we have Sweet Treat. There's like a viral sound on a lot of reels and TikToks now, and it's like, oh, I think, is that a sweet treat? It just cracks me up every time I hear it, because usually it's with videos of people feeding animals like sugar cubes, like a horse or something. And oh, is that a sweet treat? These are so cute. Look, they look like candy. They're little peanut beads. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. They're so cute. And they're glass. OMG, I love those. I think they're dyed. They look like little sprinkles. Oh, maybe they, oh no, there is a sprinkles resin bead set coming up. Okay. We've got buttercream, and this is buttercream chain. That is cool. OMG, that is cool. I love that. I just recently saw a chain kind of like this, and I want to know how they do it because both sides have a silver ball on the end. And I don't know, I really love that. That's very, very cool. It's a pretty long chain too. My goodness, that's a cool chain. I like that. That and this like little cherry are my favorites so far. Then we've got Fresh Baked. Oh my gosh, there's a donut. So we've got an etched white bead. We've got a little ceramic heart, a spacer, a little sprinkle bead, a donut, another sprinkle bead, another one of those glass rings that was in one of the mixes, which is great because I wanted more of those. And then another donut. It feels like, I think this is plastic. I think this one's glass and then this one's plastic again, but I honestly can't tell. They both could be glass, but I can't 100% tell. And then we have a nice ceramic pumpkin. This is such a cute, fun little bracelet if you just want something. This would be cute for Valentine's Day or Christmas. Very cute. What is this? This is rhinestone boho bead. That's very interesting. I haven't seen a boho bead like this before. Which is saying something because Jesse James Beads does boho beads, right? That is cool. That is really, really cool. Somebody has to glue in or set every single one of these rhinestones. That's pretty amazing. OMG, this is so cute. This is the Sprinkles resin bead set. They're little large hole Pandora style beads without the metal in the middle. But they're like little resin donuts with sprinkles in them. This is just a fun, like whimsical, lighthearted little box. I love it. That's so much fun. And then last, but certainly not least, we have 2 Scoop Sundae. And I guess this is kind of, I was waiting for something that would bring in the red from the cherries because I wasn't really seeing that with the rest of the box. But now I'm seeing it in this strand. Okay, this is really fun. So we've got some crystals, we've got some acrylic flower bead caps, we've got some Shambhala iridescent beads. This is a glass bell. I think it's glass with an AB finish on it. We've got a bunch of metal and then it repeats. This is so cute. It does look like a 2 Scoop Sundae. Oh my gosh, with the cherry on top, 2 scoops, and then that's the bowl and the base of the bowl. That is cool. Gosh, we're gonna make an earring that looks just like that because why wouldn't we? All right, so favorite things in this box, these resin beads, the little cherries, and this chain. Those are my 3 favorite things. I'm going to take a look at everything and we're going to come back. We're obviously going to make a pair of earrings. Actually, we're going to make 2 pairs of earrings and then maybe we'll make a necklace. Okay, I'm going to make 2 pairs of earrings and I think like a wrap bracelet instead of a necklace, because I didn't really know where to go with the necklace portion, and I love this, but I want to like do it due diligence, and I don't know what to do with it right now. So with the bracelet, I really pulled out some of my favorites so far. I have these like jonquil color barrels, I have the table cut diamonds, I have some of the little quatrefoil or clover shape. Save 2 for one of the pairs of earrings that we're going to use. Oh, and I really like that cat's eye that was in here. So let's see. And I really like these flowers. I like where this is going. I'm thinking I'll use some soft flex. Looks like I have just enough of these barrels. Maybe just needed 1 more, but I can leave off the rest. The last one of these little guys, but I don't have another barrel. Oh, I do have another barrel. How wonderful. Oh, I actually don't need another one. So these can kind of just stay like that. So I like how that looks. I love purple and green together, so that's why I'm bringing in the purple. I think we'll stick with that. And then maybe, oh, let's see. Yeah, we gotta get these little flowers in because I really loved these. All right, so I want to start here. I don't know if we're going to do a wrap bracelet. I know we're going to do a bracelet, but I don't know if it's going to be a wrap bracelet or not. I'm just going to grab some soft flex. I have this really pretty soft green chrysoprase color. Matches kind of the flowers that we're using. Okay, I cut off probably about a yard. I'm going to back out a little bit. I'm going to use 2 silver jump rings. I'm going to grab 2 crimp tubes. These are soft flex crimp tubes. And I'm going to come through my jump ring and then through my crimp tube. One way through the crimp tube and then come through the other way through the crimp tube using the other end of my wire. And I'm not going to come back through that jump ring, and then I'm going to move that jump ring down to the middle of my wire. And I'm going to pull to get that jump ring to the middle and then get that crimp tube to the middle as well. So it should kind of look like that, okay? And then I am going to grab my fiber optic bead or cat's eye bead or selenite bead, whatever it is. And I am going to put that bead on just like I did the crimp bead. So I'm going to put one end through one side. I'm going to put one end through the other side and then move it down. And the aim is to get that crimp in the middle of that bead. And we're not going to even crimp that bead. We just don't need it. But it was the side, like if you could use a regular small ball spacer, whatever you want there, just to get it to look like that. So then I'm going to grab, I think, some smaller seed beads. I just have some silver seed beads. These are 15-0. And I'm just going to try putting 3 on and see if that works. And then if we need more, we need more. So I'll move that down to my green bead. And then I'm going to put on one of my little barrels. Oh, we have a different way that we could do this. We could do these sideways too, but I don't really want that. Oh, this is actually turning out much differently than I thought it would. Well, let's see where it goes. And then I'm going to do 3 more seed beads. And I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. And then I will put on my green bead just like we did that first one. So one on the one wire through one side, the other wire through the other side, and then we'll pull that down to the middle. And that's interesting. I like it. It's different than I thought it would be. And if you want to put the seed beads up here, that would be cool too. But what I wanted was these little barrels going in the middle, but that's okay. This is actually going to be a bigger, chunkier bracelet with doing it this way. And I actually really like it because it gives you some like architecture. It gives you some geometry. So I'm going to do that for all of my barrels and my green beads, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I was able to get 5 loops, and it's still very pliable, flexible, even though I pulled pretty tight. So here is where we're going to kind of duplicate, or at least try to duplicate what this side looks like. It's going to be a little bit different because that was our starting point, but it's going to be very similar. All right, so we're going to come through our little bead like we did, or crimp bead like we did that green bead, and pull that down to our green bead. So I'm trying to get it centered there. It looks, like I said, it looks very similar to what it looks like over there. And then we're going to come through our jump ring. And I'm actually going to come back through my crimp one more time. Thankfully, the crimp tubes from Soft Flex will let you go through more than twice. And again, I'm just going to pull that tight against that bead if I can. See how it looks so similar to the other side? I just need to tighten it to get that bead. We're just trying to get that bead centered. So it'll just take a little bit of finagling, but you'll get it. And it's not really that difficult, even though it seems a little fussy. So I have it in the middle, and I am going to crimp on this side to keep that loop in place. And if we don't crimp this side, it's going to come undone. I am going to actually take that jump ring off. There we go. And I'm gonna flat crimp. And then what I'll do is trim off the excess wire. And there's a little bit extra on this side, so I'm going to try and get that off. There we go. And then we'll put our little jump ring back on. And then we'll bead on the rest of this bracelet. So save whatever you had left over of your wire. And we'll grab another crimp tube or two and come through my jump ring. You actually probably don't even need a jump ring here. So if you want to take that jump ring off and just use your loop that you have here, I think that would be actually pretty cool. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take off my jump ring. Now, if you need a jump ring, that's totally okay. And actually, just using the jump ring to build your piece is a good idea. And it also depends, like, do you want to just attach it to more wire? Do you want to attach it to beaded chain, whatever? The jump ring might be the way you want to go. But I think we're going to just use wire here. Have less connections, and it'll just be a little bit more fluid than having a jump ring sitting in the middle of our project. Okay, so I'm going to squish, turn 90 degrees, squish again, squish one more time. And then I really liked this guy. Put on a daisy. Another one of these. It's pretty. And then I'm going to cut off my little excess wire here. I think I'll put on a couple seed beads and then a quatrefoil bead. Or you could just put more yellow from the which one was it? Was it limoncello? Oh, lemon chiffon bead set. So we'll see. Do I like this guy? Or do I like this guy? Or do I like... Oh, I like the flower. I think we're going to go with the flower. And then 2 more seed beads. And so you can make this symmetrical. You can put your, like a clasp, like a decorative clasp on this side and have it connect that way on the top of your wrist. I think I'm going to make it symmetrical. So then I'll do 2 more of these crystals. And then I'm going to put a bead stopper on because I don't know how long I need this to be and I don't want to make it too long. I'm just grabbing a clasp out of my stash. And then we'll pull here. And I will crimp, we'll squish, and turn, and squish, and squish again. And then we will trim. Okay, and then I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And here we have a really fun green and purple bracelet. I've been making green and purple bracelets a little bit more recently, and I love the color combo. Look how fun and pretty that is. And even though this portion looks a little bit tiny differently than this portion does because this one's not flattened, flatten that one if you want them to be the exact same. It's not, nobody's going to notice. You're not even going to notice after a while. Let's try it on. Here we go. Super love it. Super cute. It is a little big. I probably could have omitted probably a bead here and a bead there, but that's okay. To keep loose bracelets on, I usually put a little bit tighter bracelet underneath it to keep it in the place that I want it. But I actually don't mind this moving around because I really love, I want to see like the flowers. I want to see the clasp, and I love this little ladder design. So Let me know what you think. Now we're gonna make our 2 pairs of earrings. One of them, Jesse James Beads designed it for us because when we were using this 2 scoop Sunday strand, and I kid you not, I'm just gonna do exactly what they did on the strand. So I'm gonna take this little sheriff star, and I have a ball head pin, my little crystal rondelle spacer, this bead cap, this little crystal cup. You know what, I'm gonna go with this crystal cup because this other one seems a little bit chipped and I don't want that to be a problem later. And then I am going to put on my 2 Shambhala beads. Oh, the scoops are different colors. I didn't even realize that. Okay, well, are these yellow? Nope, those are pink. I guess it doesn't really matter. You're not really going to see that, but I do want 2 of the same color. So this one's purple. And then I'm going to put on one of these little flowers, one of the little spacers, and the cherry on top. And then we're just going to do a simple loop because that's pretty jam-packed on there. I'm going to just trim that a little bit. And then I'll do a simple loop here with my round nose pliers. Turn that back toward the bead. And we'll straighten that little guy out a little bit. There we go. We got a cute little Sunday. And then we'll just put on an ear wire. I feel like that shouldn't have been a tutorial because Jesse James Beads made the design decision for us by making such a cute strand. But if you know somebody who likes sweets, who likes ice cream, is just whimsical, this is so cute. So this one's yellow, this one's purple. You can do maybe yellow on top, purple on the bottom, or whatever, but they're so cute. It's so cute. Okay, through totally my fault, I ruined one of the arches and it's no longer usable. It was totally my fault, not the piece's fault. But this was one of the first earrings that I wanted to make, and then so I was like, oh, this is really pretty. I think a statement earring next to it would be fun. And if you're into asymmetrical earrings, what I did here was I hung the cherry from the long end of the arch, the quatrefoil, on a simple loop from the short end, and then used the red connector at the top. So you can do a whole pair of earrings just like that. And then for the second earring, I took some of that really fun white chain, the connector, the quatrefoil, and the cherry, and you can make 2 earrings just like this and connected them all. But I think, as you know, a person who loves asymmetrical pieces, this earring pair is gonna look super cool. So sorry. This one was already done, but it's very straightforward, and all you really need to do is hook it on. I would recommend using jump rings because I used my snips and it worked here to open that up and then put it on the cherry, but obviously I ruined my second one. So I would use jump rings to connect those. So if you have any questions, leave me a comment. Stay tuned for Goldie. And the magical mystery bead box is going to be linked in the description of this video. Those are affiliate links, and that helps my channel. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, like I said, for Goldie. She's super cute, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.